Hi everyone, it's Mike Mathai again, founder of KNOXX. We're using some of these video series to answer and tackle challenging questions that we get in the marketplace. And one of those is, it centers around some of the recruiting technologies that are out there right now, or recruiting processes, and how companies try to mitigate their discrimination risk in using them. We get asked that question a lot, of course, at KNOXX, because everything that we do is driven by the video medium, where in a video we see and hear things, and obviously we can surmise certain things about a person's ethnicity, their age, gender, those types of things that people wonder, well, how does it impact the recruiting process, and how do you avoid being discriminatory in that process? The first question I would ask is, I think we have a great opportunity to really change the dynamics of that question and flip it to, how do we proactively diversify? Every employer should have goals in the recruiting process to bring candidates of all different backgrounds and perspectives and ethnicities into the recruiting process to consider those candidates. And so how can we proactively help them diversify? We think the KNOXX tool is a great way to do that, because many people have heard me say video tells stories, and we're drawn to those stories. And when we hear the stories, we see beyond the age, we see beyond the ethnicity, we see beyond those protected class barriers that companies are trying to walk around and be cautious of. You know, I look at two other things in the market that I think we need to stop and think about. One is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is an immensely valuable tool in the recruiting process, because although it is technically a social media site, it is meant for professional networking, where employers can connect with certain professionals that have the right set of experience, background, or skill sets they're looking for, and they can reach out to them through LinkedIn. And I have come across profiles from every different background you can imagine, different ages, different ethnicities, and certainly different genders. And I have made connections to many different protected class candidates because LinkedIn was available to me as a resource. Absent LinkedIn as a resource, I guess I could go through the phone book and dial a lot of numbers and ask that person, say, hey, I've got the need for a protected class candidate of diversity for this position I have open. Are you Hispanic by chance? Right? I mean, doesn't that sound absolutely silly? So when we think about the power and impact of LinkedIn to give candidates of diversity a platform to connect and build networks and communicate across the digital medium, that's why we keep LinkedIn around. That's why we embrace it as a valuable tool. And that's why no one would ever think, well, should we take LinkedIn off the market because we can see a person's race or their age? Of course not. We wouldn't do that. I also think about career fairs. Career fairs are, as all of you know, employers gather at their booths, and employer candidates bring their resumes in and they meet with these employers. And it's meant to create a meaningful conversation and connection between employer and candidate. But when you think about it, when I walk up to a booth as a candidate, before I put my resume in your hands, you know everything about me. You know my approximate age. You can see that in this case, I'm a white male. And you can draw certain conclusions about me before I ever put my resume in your hand. And so the potential to discriminate at career fairs is absolutely there. But I've never heard anyone say, maybe we shouldn't have career fairs because of these concerns, right? Again, it would sound ridiculous to assert such a thought, because we know that the inherent value in bringing people from all different backgrounds into an environment where they can be considered by the employer far outweighs any discriminatory concerns. And so what I'm asking those of you who are listening to me today to consider is, look at KNOXX in the same light. We're a recruiting platform that leverages video technology where candidates of all different backgrounds get to share their stories and how they can help a company and familiarize you with them. And that's a tremendous opportunity. And I hope we can get to the point in our society where we embrace those types of innovative ideas that really move the cause of protected class candidates forward. Those are my thoughts for today. If you want to discuss this further with me, or you have some additional thoughts or comments to share with me, I'd love to hear those from you. So you can reach out to us at a couple of different ways. One is, call us here at the office. Say hello. Our number is 316-425-7200. And any member of my team or myself personally as the founder would be happy to speak with you. You can also reach out to us via email at info@knoxx.net, info@knoxx.net. KNOXX.net. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this session has been informative for you, and we look forward to helping you in any way possible when it comes to searching for work or finding the right talent. Best wishes, everybody.